Hi, my name is Kate and welcome to the channel Conscious Parenting. Today my guest is Monica Sheapu, and Monica is Associate Professor of Psychology in European University of Cyprus. She also a practitioner, a child psychotherapist, and holds a lot of publications in the area of play, bullying and attachment. So welcome, Monica.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
I think you also had a publication about the difference, and correct me if I'm wrong, how to help kids identify the situation, the scenarios of bullying.
I have a few publications on that. That's actually very, very important.
Could you give a little bit of context?
We will be surprised that it has been supported through evidence that teachers, children, and researchers are not talking about the same thing. So this is what I know what bullying is as a researcher. When I ask kids what they think bullying is, they cannot identify it in the same way. When I ask children with the teachers, they cannot identify it. So we are talking a different language. Okay, so if I'm asking a kid to describe, their experiences with bullying, they will not be describing what I want. They will not be describing the way I understand bullying. So there is a bit of a misunderstanding that if we're actually talking in the same language. So it's very important that any kind of intervention that takes place, before it takes place, you need to train children of what this is. Okay, you need to let them know, and this is why in all the questionnaires that we're using about bullying, we give explanations of what this is. So children are answering the correct things, we are measuring the correct thing, and we're intervening on the correct thing. Okay, but you will be surprised that teachers actually know less than children. So yes, in one of the studies that was actually done with one of my career counselor students, her first degree was in theater. So she actually created a dramatized scenario where she taught children what bullying was. And then we tested their knowledge regarding bullying before. We exposed them to the scenario, to the drama, and then we tested again. And we saw that this drama, this scenario, was actually a good way to educate young children to identify what bullying is. Because you'll be surprised that a lot of them can actually identify. They will say, she was just teasing, this and that. Even though we live in the world of politically correctness, and teenagers are more politically correct, so they will respect the fact that you have a different gender identification, and it's cool to respect it, and it's very uncool not to. We still have a lot of mockery about individuals who identify as something different than what we expect them to be. Although we are seeing the political correct and the cancel culture, so it could very well be that if someone has a different opinion to you about what you identify with, you could be cancelled. But we have to understand that groups that have been traditionally rejected, abused, isolated, are now coming very aggressively, demanding their rights. And these are the queer community, these are women, and these are blacks. So these groups have been in the past, very, very, very abused. So they are now coming very strong, and they're actually very in your face about my rights and whatnot. Politically correct is yet not a solution to bullying. So
Interesting. So, is there anything else I didn't ask, but you wish to share on the topic? Anything that's...
Make friends, help children make friends, and you will thank me for life. This is what I'm saying. It's not that complicated, Give them social skills and emotional skills, and they will be happy people, happy individuals, and this will protect them from things that we cannot imagine. And without really trying, this is going to be like a protective cloak around them that will guide them and that will help them navigate. And social skills, you know, how to communicate, to be kind, to be polite, to put yourself in other people's shoes, you know, develop empathy. You know, a lot of kids nowadays don't care how the other person feels. You really need to train the kids to show empathy. Empathy is related to bullying. Lower empathy, higher bullying. Okay, so friendship is, and emotional intelligence, social intelligence, which is related to friends, is actually something that I'm very rooting for nowadays.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.